Okay, yeah, the LinkedIn one didn't work. Greetings, 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 everyone. This is Dr. Akina Finch here, and with my lovely co host, Vanessa Canterbury. We are super excited to be with you today for our third Monday lives. And we are live on Facebook, well, not Instagram yet, but Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course, YouTube. So you can find us all these different places at Change Your Minds Online. So, how are you doing today, Vanessa?
I am great. I'm great. How are you?
Fabulous.
That is
Fabulous.
good.
So,
That is good.
today, we're supposed to be talking about moving forward in life and business when others try to hold you back.
Mm,
Now, this is a very interesting topic because, just about everybody has experienced this once in life, right? At
mm-hmm,
least once. And so we need to make sure that we know how to handle this when this does arise in our lives,
mm-hmm.
right? So I'm gonna let Vanessa take it. When you saw this topic today, what were your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts?
I said, okay, then shall we? Because this is something that I'm always expressing to people. You have to move forward anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you have to move because at the end of the day, this is about you, your life, your what your goals are in life. If you're going to start a business, you want to have peace, you want to have bad energy, bad juju, whatever it is away from you, and you around people who have negative energy, always negative, always downplaying your aspirations and goals because they stop believing in themselves, so that means you're not supposed to move forward anyway. Those type of people, family included, because they could be the worst ones, but we just got to be real with it. You still got to move anyway, because this again is about you. What are you going to do? How do you want your last name to need to be remembered? What are you going to do in that time frame that we have here? Because we all have an expiration date, but what have you done or what are you planning on doing in a time that you are here and that you are able body and can do it? What are you going to do? You're going to constantly keep holding yourself back, waiting for somebody else to say yes, give you the permission to say yes, or be able to sit at their table and say, oh, wait, you can eat this type of meal with us. You can eat steak and shrimp and all that with us. Or are you going to go ahead and create the opportunity, create the lifestyle that you have dreamed for, create the opportunity for your children and your children beyond their children? What are you going to do? You got to do it anyway.
Right.
You can't wait for their permission. You got to stop basically asking for their permission, and you have to do it anyway.
Mm.
We ask, this is the thing that I have learned. We
Okay.
ask the wrong people about our goals and our visions, and we wait for
Oh,
them to
wow.
say yes before we can move.
Mm.
Sometimes the person that you land next to may not be the person that you need to be asking that question to.
Oh, stop now. Come
Because
on
they may
now.
not have no dreams or even thought about dreaming big for themselves, so they're not going to think big for you because right now they're comfortable and they are okay because they could be able to make it to the pay the bills and just to live to see another day. But maybe
Uh-huh.
you want to be able to live beyond just paying somebody's bills.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you just want to get up and say, I want to book a trip and just go. So you need to rethink, who are you talking to? Who are you sharing your goals and visions with, to be able to understand, to be able to give you real solid feedback? Someone who could be your cheerleader, even when they may not want to be able to start their business, but they believe in you still. I'm just saying. So we got to really deep dive into this thing, and to be able to open up the eyes so we can be able to see, we need to clear the fog in our glasses so we can be
Mhm.
able to see this thing clear. When was the last time that you cleaned your glasses so you could see your vision?
Oh,
Okay. Okay, Kina.
okay. When was the last time you cleaned your glasses so that you could?
See
How did
your
you say?
vision.
See the vision. See the
Mhm.
vision.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
See your vision.
See your vision.
Because see, we sometimes we see everybody else's vision, but we don't even see our own.
Okay.
We'll take them glasses off. We'll clean them out. Baby, hold on. Give me 1 second so I could, be able to concentrate, so I can be able to see what you about to present to me.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you presenting to yourself to be able to see that? Dang, I could do this. I know I could do this. But let me clean my glasses first. Now, I'm
Okay.
gonna start to do this for me. I'm going to, I could see everybody else's vision, but I'm going to start cleaning off these glasses so I could see my vision
All
for
right.
me.
Okay. I see that point.
You know what I
Because,
mean?
I do a lot of trainings, and what
Mm-hmm.
I explain to them is that, especially when I'm doing coaching trainings, I tell them, remember when you open up the space, you never know what if this person is a person who does everything for everybody, and this might be the only space that they have to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to treat it the way it is, a sacred space. And that goes along with your visions as well.
Mm-hmm.
You need to treat everything that you do as sacred, because you never know how that's going to touch somebody else, how that's going to move in somebody else's life, in addition to your own. But first, it needs to move in your own,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times we take what we need for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And so once we start moving in our own life,
Come on.
then other stuff will start happening as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I agree with that. When you decide, first off, it takes a lot for you to decide that you want to do for you,
Yes.
especially when you have a nurturing nature. When you're used to doing for others, when you have been let's say you're the oldest and you are told that you are supposed to do everything for the little ones. Don't
Ooh.
come home unless if they get in a fight and you don't help, and all these different things like that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you already, since you were little, have been taking care of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then on top of that, then you have the stuff that society puts on you.
Mm-hmm.
You're too this, you're too that. You need to be this, you need to be that. You're not good enough if you're not this, and if you're not that. So you compound all the things that goes on in your normal space,
Yep.
compounded with the things that go into your society space, not to mention the things that go on in your workplace.
Oh.
And then, when do you have time for you? Well,
Good.
I had to ask myself that question many times,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I've been in all of those situations.
Yep.
But the one thing that I have that I give myself time for is my business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working in my business, and I am moving myself to my next level in my personal and professional development. That's
Mm-hmm.
my time. And even if it is just to take a nap, I know I need to recharge. So what? I can do what I need to do for my clients.
Yeah.
So I could do what I need to do for my family, my friends, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you decide what your time is and what your next level is.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else could tell you that for you. I mean, prime example, I wanted to be a teacher since I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was smart in high school and whatever, oh, you need to be an engineer. You need to go that route because you're
Yep.
so smart in these numbers and you can do these things and you're real good in technology. That would be really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have an engineering degree. I also have a marketing degree. I also have a business degree. And what do I do right now?
Mm-hmm.
I teach teachers how to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up doing exactly what I was purposed to do,
Yes.
which is to be a teacher. When I
Mm-hmm.
walked in the kindergarten, I knew what I was built for. And what am I doing? What I was purposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Did I go around the tree and through the bush to get it? Yes. But do I use all of it in the process? Yes. I
Mm-hmm.
train technology, I train coaching, you know, motivation, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing what I was purposed to do.
Right.
So, but I had to make a conscious decision to stop listening to other people who may have meant well and start listening to my heart and listen to my mind for what it was screaming out for.
Mm-hmm.
If I had never done that, then I would have never been working in my purpose. So the question is, Vanessa, when did you decide to stop listening to other people and start listening to your heart?
Well, when I started to notice the change, I was growing,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was separation.
Mm.
And then I've noticed the more I grew, the more I was targeted.
Mm-hmm.
The more that I shared the vision, the more
Mm-hmm.
the silence, the more that I push forward, regardless of what the naysayers had to say,
Mm-hmm.
I still
Mm-hmm.
smiled. I
Come on
went and
now.
did it anyway. When my cup was empty,
Come on.
they was not there to fill it up. But
Mm-hmm.
when their cup was empty, oh, now you want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
When you are needed at your lowest of your low,
All right now.
and there is no answer but straight silence, I knew it was time that I need to make a change, and I need to understand the power of being on my knees. And once I understood that, more than ever at this particular moment in my life, I had no other choice but to see this thing through.
Mm-hmm.
Failing forward was the best decision that I've made. Starting without any doubt in mind, but I knew it was going to happen. I did it anyway. When people laughed, I did it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they had throwing things in your face, I did it anyway.
Come on now.
When they left me alone, that was the best thing ever, because I still
Uh-oh.
did it anyway. I've learned so much how powerful my purpose that was calling my full government name when they left me alone. When the silence was silent,
Mm-hmm.
I learned so much about me in those moments. I was able to get a better relationship with God.
All
I
right
was
now.
able to hear him clearer. I was even unapologetic about sharing how scared, uncertain, I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyway because you have never left me type of situation. That's when I knew it was time for me to be able to do this thing because somebody needed me. They keep reaching out to me, but Vanessa, but I need you to go ahead and do it in excellence. Go ahead, do it in excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there's so many people out here just praying on people and not praying for the people.
Oh, come on.
And so when he calls his children, he gonna point you out. I know you are here to serve, yes, and you do it very well, Vanessa. But I need you to go ahead and say yes to your purpose. I need you to go ahead and surrender and let me just show you the way. I need you to go ahead and do the work. You're scared and everything anyway. I need you to trust this entire process because it's not going to be pretty, but I need you because somebody else needs you. That's when I knew that it was time. You got to do it anyway. You have to. You have to do it anyway. People are not reaching out to you for no reason. They're not. Your purpose is not keeping you up for no reason. It's not.
That's right.
The table is clear. You just got to set it.
Come on now.
What you put on that table is up to you. What you put on the table is up to you. So many people want to be able to buy their way to the table, sell their way to the table, still borrow to get to the table. When the table was already set out for you. He cleared the table for you. So why are you going through these hurdles through other people that really don't care for you just to sit at the table with them? I've been through it. I've seen how people take advantage of individuals who really don't know.
Right. Right.
But when you step back and allow him to show you who they are, but understanding whose you are, the table will have everything you possibly need to be able to present what you need. So those people who are ready for what you have will be at that table.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I knew it was time for me to set up shop to get and create and understand the power of that table.
Okay. So that part that, really resonated with me was, you got to do it anyway. And, why deal with people that don't celebrate you?
Come on.
Appreciate you?
Well,
they just tolerate you.
Come on.
So that they could get their little numbers or what have you. And, y'all be fangirling and fanboying and they don't really care.
You tell the truth.
They just want the money. You are a walking dollar sign to them. But then when it's somebody that actually cares for you, you done dropped all this money into these to these dollar sign collection plates. Then when somebody actually finally cares about you, then there's nothing to give. You don't have nothing left. You down and you depleted.
And you won't hear from them.
Come on.
You won't hear from them. Only time they're gonna call you when there's a benefit. They already know what they're doing. I'm gonna reach out to you, not to see how you doing, check in on you, none of that. But I got this opportunity. And those type of people you need to run from.
Oh no, you got something that's even smarter than that. They'll lace it with a, how you doing, girl? It's been a minute.
Yes.
And I was just thinking, you still do this, you still do that. I would love to be a part of this and that. Oh, I see you doing this and that. Okay. And now, don't get me wrong. If you are in normal communication with the person, then that's acceptable.
Yeah.
But when you ain't talked to them in 5 years,
baby, I'm just saying.
And the first thing come out your mouth is, can you? Will you? How do you? Come on. What kind of relationship is that?
People don't check.
And I know a lot of people are like, why is this part of holding others back? Let's talk about why that's part of holding others back. If you are not in a supportive posture, meaning you pouring into this one and they pouring back into you, supportive posture, then it's still a holding back situation. If you are not telling them, if you see a person struggling,
Mm.
and you have the tools to help them, even if you formulate it in a way you want them to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
The point is you reach out, hey sis, I see
Mm-hmm.
your skirt hanging. This is how you fix that.
Mm-hmm.
They were more likely to say, oh, okay, thank you so much. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do that. Do you mind us talking about how you can help me with that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a supportive posture
Mm-hmm.
is so important.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had, you know, yeah, I'm built to, if no one will help me, if I ask for help, first off, it's hard for me to ask for help. And then when I do ask for help, I don't know that. And then the next week you come out with the exact same thing that I asked for help for. Come on. Come on. First off, let's be clear. There's a lot of people that it takes a lot for them to ask for the help.
Yep.
You know how to do it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. But, and it's a way to ask for that too, but it's not like, oh, you need to show me how to do this, or oh, you need to show me how to do that. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the supportive posture.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always, the please and the thank you in the situations. And I guess what I'm really trying to get down to is we're all on this earth together, and it's enough for all of us to eat.
Yes.
So why are you trying to snatch food out of each other's mouths
Mm-hmm.
when y'all could break the bread and split it between the two of you?
Mm. No, you didn't.
I mean,
You
why?
need to repeat that. You need to repeat that. Somebody in the back did not hear you.
Why are you trying to snatch other people's food when we could just break the bread
Mm-hmm.
and split it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What qualifies as trying to hold somebody back?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's think about it.
Hmm.
When it's somebody's idea and then you put it out there as your own,
We seen that happen.
holding people back. When you are, and I know y'all are like, look at this chick. Yes, she's going here today. She is, because this is a teaching lesson. I'm a teacher by nature.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one thing when you don't know the protocols, because there's a lot of people that don't know business and don't know, the protocol. When you know the protocols, when you know you're right out stealing, come on.
Yep.
When you sit there and take advantage of somebody who trusts you, and you seem to make it where you go into a partnership with them, and you seem to make it where it's only you winning. The person who is supposed to come to you after they finish working with you, they all of a sudden quit. But you got paid, but the other person is not. They but they're bringing in the business. But you find a way to where that person just automatically quits.
Yep. That's a problem.
I mean, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have us, we can't work with each other and this, that, and the other thing. And, we try to make it into race relations and all of this, that, and the other thing. Everybody has problems.
Yeah.
And not everybody is for everybody.
That's true.
But here is the thing. If you know that this person is trying to up level themselves to the next level, honestly trying, why take advantage of them when you know you have the tools and skills to help them up level? If anything, just leave it alone.
Yep.
Stop downing them. Stop bringing up every little critique you can find.
Yep.
Stop having the conversation if everything is negative. because all they're going to do is stay away from you if they're smart. Otherwise, they're going to take that negativity in, and then you're doing more damage than you need to be doing.
Yeah.
Because 9.5 times out of 10, somebody comes to you in a negative posture like that, always negative. They're trying to make themselves feel better.
Wow. You are speaking facts. You really are.
But why do you need to make yourself feel better at somebody else's expense? If you want to make yourself feel better, go out and change the world. Better yet, go out and help that person that you're trying to make them feel down. Make them feel better so that they sing your praises, and then you feel better because you done changed their life. If you need to feel better. But the point is, Vanessa's point exactly was you got to do it anyway. I'm saying all these scenarios will happen to people, and guess what? A lot of them just fall to the wayside. Oh, I'm not going to do this because that one mistreated me. Oh, I'm not going to do this because that hurt my feelings. Oh, I'm not going to do it because, nobody is following my vision. No, you just haven't found the right audience. Keep going. 9.5 times out of 10, oh, nobody's interested. Are you on social media? Do you have an email list? Are you going on podcasts? Are you going, do you have a website? Are you telling anybody about what you're doing? This is twofold. This is not the other person. This is on us as well. Are we doing what we need to do to move to that next level?
And sometimes you just got to stop talking too much.
Oh, come on, Vanessa.
Talk too much.
I'm here.
Because sometimes it's like, dang, you talk too much. It's certain things that I could no longer put on my website. I could no longer post because I had the leechers, the copycats, the people who are lazy, don't want to do the work. The people, and you worry about people who stealing your stuff. They can't steal what God gave you. Once you get that into your head, you can't worry about all that other stuff. Just go out there and do the work. Let people know. But at the same time, learn when to shut up.
Oh.
You talk too much.
Come on.
Breathe too much. And that's something that somebody said to me. I can't say it the exact same way. Dang, let's talk about moving silence. Remember that, Keena? I was like, what?
I remember that.
Something that I was working on. And a person was like, you can't say that right there. That was a move. Sometimes it's best to move in silence. After you have reached a certain level, stop talking. Don't tell everything. You shut up. Keep it to yourself and move in silence. And when you move in silence, when I've moved in silence, it was a game changer for me.
I agree.
Game changer. I was never a person to talk too much anyway, because I'm an introvert. Well, I don't need y'all permission. I'm already struggling with, people don't want to go live. That's me. Yep. But I know when I open up my mouth, people listen.
All right.
So on the flip side to it, people want to know, but you don't have to tell them every single move that you're making.
Okay.
People want to follow every single thing somebody did. What's wrong with being creative? Be creative. You don't have to follow the trend or what everybody, because that's what worked for them. But if you could be so creative, man, there could be some amazing things that come out of that. But no, you want to talk too much. Stop talking too much. Getting around the wrong people, and you just spilling the whole. Have you heard like they say, spill the beans? What's the latest gossip? Spill the beans. What? Come on. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet. Keep it to yourself. And just move and drop. Boom.
You know, I know where that came from. Launching walk moving silence and launching power.
There, yep, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
That's what it was. Yep,
Yep.
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Right there.
I remember that because that was in my that was in my first book. Oh yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
um and that resonated very much so with a lot of people because sometimes the things that you are giving need to be released at a certain time,
Yep.
because if it's released too early,
Mhm.
people can't get it, they don't understand it, they can't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you're wondering why this was a good idea. Why did it not manifest the way it was? Because it didn't manifest, it didn't have all the pieces to fully manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to do things in the background when you're building.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes out, that's when it's going to make the major impact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, there is a marketing technique called seeding, where you
Mm-hmm.
start out there and you tell the people, you know, in little terms how you're going to do certain things, or be on the lookout for this title, or, you know, this kind of thing. But that's building momentum. That's not telling
Mm-hmm.
exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're just telling them that something great is happening. You're
Mm-hmm.
putting people in expectation mode, a posture of expectation. We all need to be in a posture of expectation, because if we're always with our guard up, with our walls around us, we can't see the forest for the trees, all of that, then we're missing out on those small blessings. I call them the paper bag blessings.
Ooh.
Those ones that just miraculously kind of show up, you kind of trip over them.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're working in silence, you can receive all of those small paper bag blessings that's meant for the project in hand,
Mm-hmm.
because there's not a lot of not a lot of voices in your ear.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of chatter around you. There's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of static breaking the bandwidth for that blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can receive all of those things.
Yeah.
And so when you finally launch in power, you have been building up all this momentum. You've been building it up and building it up and building it up. And when that thing launches, oh my God, it's
It's
going to
solid.
be like come on, sonic boom. And they won't know what hit them. Why? Because all of those paper bag blessings, all
Mm-hmm.
of them prayers, all of that manifestation comes together, and whoo,
Hmm.
it's like butter.
Yeah.
But if you putting it out there, talk about what you getting ready to do, how much money you gonna make with this. Ooh, this I'm getting ready to make a killer in. Ooh, you know, da 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 da.
Hmm.
And then it doesn't work out because
Mm-hmm.
nobody has an excitement for it.
Yeah.
They have no anticipation because you done told them everything. So what is there to expect? Oh, I already know what's in the book. There's no need for me to buy it because you done told me every chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You done spoke to me about everybody's gonna be in it. You
Mm-hmm.
undid all this, that, and other thing.
Yeah.
It's one thing to tease, but it's a whole nother thing to give up the whole farm. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we've been doing, giving up the whole farm.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say moving forward in life and business when others are trying to hold you back, sometimes you give them the platform to hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we help throw, fuel to the fire.
Yep.
We can't post everything on there. I do not post any prices on my websites,
Mm-hmm.
except for on my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
But and those are hourly rates. You know nothing about my packages. You know nothing until you talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
The prices is just to make sure that I don't get any randoms.
Sure.
Let's call it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want it, you'll pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a leech, a lurker, you won't. That's what the 15 minutes is for.
Time is up.
So,
Mm-hmm.
just think about it. We have to stop throwing fuel on the fire.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that our house is in order.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to have the motivation and the skill sets in order to keep going when somebody tells us we're not worth it. We're not good enough. What you think you doing? What?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you built for. Who told you can do that?
Yep.
Why you think you gonna do that when I didn't do it? I'm another individual. They have a whole nother skill set that has nothing to do with you.
Right.
That part.
Yep.
What is for
What it
me is
is.
for me.
Exactly.
Just because you came out of this neighborhood or you are this part of this family or this, that, and other thing, doesn't mean you're going to have the same situations.
Yep.
I'm a member of a very large family, and my situations are totally different than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's unique.
And
And as long as you wrap your head around your uniqueness,
you'll be just fine.
there you go. So, Vanessa, how do we want to break this down as we close out?
I'm just trying to charge. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
There we go. I was like,
Okay.
oh, I see the charge going out the way now. Lord Jesus.
Mhm.
Okay. Because this is just so good. I said, no, we can't lose it. We can't lose it now.
We can't lose it.
How can we? Well, one thing I want people to really, really let resonate with them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use the excuse. This is all I know. Ooh, on my last nerves. Don't do that to yourself. Don't cheat yourself because somebody cheated them.
Oh, come on.
Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. You got so much to offer, so much to give.
Mm-hmm.
We all have this assignment. I am so sorry, you guys. We all have this assignment that we need to do in this world. We all got to play a part in it. And sometimes the part people may not understand the position that was laid out for us, but we understand our position.
Mm-hmm.
And if we all could be able just to partake in it, little by little, wrap arms together, we could make a big difference. A big difference. But we all got to be able to just stand up and just do what we are called to do, and that's to serve. We have to serve. That's how your blessings come in. Just serving, just being authentic with how you serve. Not following the trends of taking from people and leaving them dry. That's not how you do that. We're serving people who really is looking for change and to be able to grow and evolve. We have experienced the low of last year. That hit everybody totally different. I just had a conversation with someone. I said, physically, mentally, and emotionally, this pandemic is tearing people up.
Oh, yes.
So why are we tearing people down then? The pandemic already tore us up, but why are we tearing people down?
Most definitely.
So we got to be able to understand change is within us. And with the change being within us, we can make a difference. But we got to be willing to be able to play our part in the change. We can't wait for somebody else to do it. We can't wait for, no, you have to do your part. And who don't do theirs, they just don't do theirs. Well, do your part. Because we have this life that we live. How do you envision your life?
Very
Just
good.
working until it's time for you to retire, or do you want to travel the
Mhm.
world, or do you want to be able to work on your own terms, or what
All
you want to
right.
be able to build a legacy? You want your
Come
name
on.
to be name, mentioned in years and years and generation after generations to come long after you're gone. Well, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
But either way, in life and or in business, you got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Those curses got to be broken some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. Are you going to be the one that's going to stand up and do it?
I agree.
They're not going to happen with you sitting down and complaining and joining everybody else and contributing to the curse.
Mhm.
Those chains are holding you back,
Right.
but you also got the key to unlock the chain.
All right. You know, if you look at all these successful people that y'all wish y'all could be, 9.5 times out of 10, they give their sales probably a day to have a pity party, if that long, and then they're back on the grind
Mm-hmm.
because they know that they don't. That time is money and time is valuable, and that's the one thing you can get back is your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and in those 24 hours of a day, there's so much stuff that you could be getting done. And what we choose to get done in those 24 hours is up to us.
Yes.
You know,
Totally agree.
24 hours to save the world, 24 hours to sit on our butt. You know, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with Vanessa. You know, stop worrying about what everybody else is doing around you. Is that really affecting you?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the pearly, is he gonna say uh what what Susie did, what Vanessa did, what Dr. Finch did is gonna keep let you in? No,
Yeah.
he's gonna say what you did was gonna let you in.
Yeah.
Okay? So we have to, and it's human nature to be worried about other folks and be interested in what is going on in your environment.
Yeah.
Wonderful. But their good meal don't put food on your table.
Well,
And while they're eating real good and they go on all these trips and they doing all these things, and you sitting back there in the sideline, what are you gonna do about that?
mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you, Vanessa, for a wonderful conversation today. And I am Dr. Akina Finch. I want to thank everybody for being on here. Please check us out at Change Your Minds Online. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're all over. We're on changeyourmindsonline.com. And you can find us on Stitcher, Tuned In, Blog Talk Radio. Everywhere there's a podcast, we are there.
Yeah.
Be out on the lookout for season 4 of Motivate Social Podcast coming out this week. Yay! And until next time, bye.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next month.